Good morning. Welcome to Grit and Grace with Jennifer and Merideth. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm your girl, Merideth. Yes, good morning. Ooh, well, it's happening, girl. Today is the day.
2 hours.
Watch out. Yes, listeners, if you tune in, you know we're from 8 to 9. But during this whole season, we've just been loving connecting with everybody and really have got such a great response. In fact, that we've been asked to expand our hour into 2. So today, we go to 2 hours. Watch out. We're going to take on the world, right, Mama?
That's right.
And if you listen and you know, we gab, we're friends, so we totally share about our lives and then things going on in the community. Today, we've got a special guest, one of, really the hardest working man in Conroe that I know, Mr. Rick TRC. He's a Lone Star favorite for many reasons. You can find him on Afternoons with Lone Star, but he also just started a great new show here on Lone Star Community Radio, as well as a new role out in the streets, and that sounds kind of hustler like, but more two. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, so he's gonna fill us in, so you're gonna want to stick around for later in the hour. But yes, welcome. So let me listen. I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna get down to business before listen, I'm like, you can train me. It just takes me 6 months, honey. Don't worry. Right now, 66 degrees outside. Okay, guys. So it's nice. It's still definitely got some humidity, as you could tell by my fro when you watch, our YouTube version. But it's going to get up to a high of 91 today. So it's still going to be warm, But this week, I really enjoyed the weather. So
yes, definitely.
We knew it was going to be short-lived, so we enjoyed it. Now we got to pay a little bit of the price, but come December, it'll cool down again. So let's not worry too much. And then tonight, it's going to get down to 69. So it should be some great weather still while you're out and about. Traffic-wise, it's clear right now. Now, of course, we do want to remind listeners that there's, and we'll get to that in kind of upcoming events. There's some shutdown on the freeways, but also near Conroe High School, they're still near that road closure right there off of Wilson Road. So that's going to be until September 20th, but it's coming to a close. And I know that's been a long time coming. So I know some of our back road users, because we love those little back roads, we're going to be able to get in and out there a little quicker. So that's going to be good. But otherwise, yeah, everything's green on the road. That's one of the beauties of, hanging out with us on a Saturday morning, right?
But it is a little foggy this morning, so be careful.
Yes, no, good point, Jen, for sure. Okay, so yeah, catch me up. How was your week?
Not bad. Not too bad.
All right.
A little bit busy at work. Hurt my back. I don't know.
I know. Yeah, I heard you last time when we were talking. You said you had the heating pad on, and I wasn't sure if it was like a one-time thing or if that's something.
I was in a wreck 20 years ago, and it messed up my back, and so from time to time, it'll bother me.
Oh well, we need to.
I probably slept wrong the night before or something.
See, and then I think, not that I can relate because I haven't been in, a situation like that, but when I sleep wrong, it does flare up on my neck. I get that little, funky neck.
Yes.
So I'm sorry. Yeah, I hope you're feeling better. And, I got you your go-go juice this morning. So.
And it was delicioso.
Oh, nice. All right. So good. As you know, Jen's got the grit of us too. And in the morning, she also likes to have a little go-go juice. So that's what, it's coffee, guys. So don't get too worried.
Yeah.
I had to clarify.
It's coffee.
Yeah, it's coffee.
And Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, really. She's double-fisted, but in a good way. Caffeine in the morning. That being said, yeah, so I'm glad week was pretty good. I hope you feel better, of course, on the back.
Yes.
As far as me, super busy as always, which I love.
Yes.
But something did occur yesterday.
What happened?
Okay. I'm not too excited about my son, growing up, becoming of age. And he actually had, I wouldn't say a date, but his first date last night. And he went to homecoming, the game, with a young lady, a friend, as I like to say.
Aww.
I know. It was great. So he had the big bum on her, and then he had the garter, and it was great. And I was telling you how I was kind of apprehensive because much love. I love this area, and I love people. Let me get that straight. But let me also say, high school football games are a little crazy town because I don't know if it's something they totally get all the sugar, whatever they do before, but these kids can act like some wild and ill-mannered children sometimes in the years past. Now, last night I learned the trick is you sit in a section where there's going to be a lot more like other parents and everything, because we sat closer to the band, which I love, by the way, because I love live music, especially horns and percussion. So it was perfect for me, right? And there weren't as many hooligans. Like, I guess we were on the far left side usually, or in the years past when we go. So that would be more or less all the kids would hang out, and they'd be dropping all kinds of F-bombs and acting all foolish. And then I'm the crazy one having to, be like, Mama Bear, like, don't talk like that in front of my child, kind of thing.
Right.
And the domino effect of embarrassing children, blah, 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 blah.
Yes.
And then, also showing the restraint from, again, realizing not to put my hand on somebody else's child because they're acting disrespectful or pushing them down the stairs. I know better, but those moments happen when you're at a football game.
That's why I don't do events like that.
Well, I wanted to be there.
I know my time is coming. But
Oh, it will. It will. And that's what I told my son. I was like, any doubt that you think I don't love you, just know that was not my, my go-to, because he was not playing either in the game or in the band.
Right.
So I was simply there as a spectator, which I loved, but I was apprehensive at first because I was concerned it would be like in years past when I've gone and people have acted a fool. People meaning the kids, they just act like.
Right.
But I think I'm not the only one who feels this way, because apparently Montgomery's got this new rule now where the kids cannot just kind of loiter.
Right, under the bleachers, right.
Yes, and it's so hilarious because I think it's helping to crack down on just the shenanigans. Listen to me, I'm all, this shenanigans these kids play. Because I don't know if it was that or what the dynamic was, but it was so much better last night for me, as just a parent, a grown-up in the stands watching.
Right.
It wasn't as chaotic as in years past. So kudos to Montgomery Independent School District, because y'all are cracking down, and I loved it because I did not have to worry about some craziness, which was good, was good. So kudos to y'all. And then kudos to the Bears. They won. Woo woo. It was really good. And it was so beautiful seeing all the homecoming queen and king, nominees. And
okay, now I saw their picture on Facebook.
Which one?
Because I follow the
winners?
Yeah, the king and queen.
Yes.
I follow the MISD.
Oh, you do?
Facebook page.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And you could not even see that boy's face because of all that hair.
I know. And I did not catch his name, but he did have a whole lot of hair. And I loved it because, I'm a broadcasting major. So he's already and that's what I was so impressed with. All these kids, the accolades of all the nominees was just astounding. Okay.
Right.
So I was so impressed. And of course, I was with, some friends, and everybody's like, oh, wouldn't it be great to be a nominee and do home? I'm like, honey, I think this is just, this is fun and nice little cherry on the top, because really those accolades is where it at.
That's right.
Everything that would, all the preface with saying they're on this board, they're on this, they do this. And that gentleman, I don't know his name. I just remember I was like, that man with the big hair. But he had already been accepted for a broadcasting major or just, and all this. So I just was so impressed with the kids, and man, what a great community, because I can't wait to see how these children are going to change the world. There was one young lady who was going into biochemistry, and she's doing this, and I was just thinking, man, if I was out there, they'd be like, here is Merideth. There you go. Because I wouldn't have gotten squat. No accolades. No, not even attendance, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, I know what you're saying.
So more or less, kudos to everybody at Montgomery ISD. They're really awesome. And I'm sure Conroe ISD, I'm not sure when their homecoming is. I'm sure they don't do it on the same night, because that's, too close for comfort, I'm sure, for all the families. But
No.
I'm sure they're going to do it right. And in fact, if you know when Conroe ISD's homecoming is, please let us know whether it's already passed or coming up, because we want to show love, because we love the city of Conroe too. We're sister communities.
Yes.
And being on Conroe.
That's my alma mater.
Conroe?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well then, why don't you know, Mama? Oh, do you go to the homecoming games? Because there were some last night that were at the homecoming games.
No, not usually.
Okay. Well, no hate, because again,
Spencer Schmid.
Spencer Schmid.
Homecoming King for Montgomery.
Well, kudos to Spencer and all of the nominees, the young ladies and the gentlemen, because they were just quite an impressive team as far as everything that they were saying, the accolades storm. And huge shout out to Montgomery High School Band. They are the greatest group. I had so much fun. They remind me a little bit of the Rice Owl Band, the Mob. And they were just so fun. It was great seeing it. So I really hope my son, pursues band because, he's in percussion now.
Yes.
I would love for him to be still in the band in the high school because they were just having a great old time. And yeah, they were awesome. I love being by the horns. It was just fantastic. So kudos, good times. That being said, fill me in on some of these events coming up, Mama. I know I had talked about the road closures, early on. I just want to real quick before we get to some of that, want to remind our listeners, if you haven't heard already, there's going to be a closing on the freeway on I-45 south of Huntsville. Okay. So it's going to be for 2 weekends in a row. It's going to be right there at New Waverly and 1375. They'll close. Traffic will be diverted southbound onto one lane of the northbound I-45, which likely will create delays. Okay. So be kind and courteous and patient when you get out there, but they'll be switching back the lanes by 5 a.m. on Monday. So just FYI, but definitely, as always, check your maps, check Google, everything before you go, whether it's into the city, which we know there's been, some traffic, everything in recovery mode. But then again, that Huntsville road, you want to kind and courteous, right, Mama?
That's right.
So what's going on?
First annual Woodlands Music Festival.
Oh.
Going on today from noon to 11 p.m. It's going to be at Town Green Park. It's a kid-friendly event, and they will have tribute bands to Bon Jovi, The Police, Fleetwood Mac, Foo Fighters, Pearl Jam, and many more.
Oh, wow. Okay, see, so the claim there, what I caught on is tribute bands.
Tribute bands.
Okay.
So not the actual
That's what at
bands.
first I was like, what?
Well, when I first read the copy, that was my first thought, and I was like, oh, it's on.
Right.
I'm there.
From 12 to 11, you're like, let's do
I'm
this.
there. The whole time, I'm there.
Well, which one would be your favorite then of all those? Because you got Bon Jovi, The Police, which I misspelled to say.
Yes, you did.
Pokies. Which is kind of catchy. Maybe think about it.
I just overlook it.
Or maybe
now I overlook all your typos on my copy.
Oh, she's like, I have to overlook all your errors every time.
I have actually been a Bon Jovi fan since I was like in the second grade. So
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that in the file. Okay, good to know. All right. Well,
I've actually traveled to go see them in concert.
Wow, you're one of those. Yeah, that's
It was
some
just
love.
Dallas, but still.
Hey, 5 hours in a car in Dallas. That's a lot right there. That's love.
And we didn't stay the night. We turned around and drove back.
How old were you?
I don't know, like 20, 21, 22.
Okay. Yeah, that seems about right. Yeah,
21 maybe.
Yeah, because I was up late last night.
I think I was just old enough to drink.
So that's what made me think of it, because I'm like, man, that sounds
legally.
like. I'm gonna curtail past that one. Because when she was with her parents, line of sight. We all know that role. Anyway, yeah, no, because I say that because that's like an all-nighter kind of thing, and you got to be pretty young. You can't swing that.
No, I
not
couldn't,
to say
not in my age now.
Now, don't challenge us, because if you challenge me, then I will do an all-nighter and then some. And I'm sure a lot in the
and you almost did last night.
I did.
Almost did.
That's what I was going to say. And last night, because that's what I thought is I can just make it. But really, it's that time when you've got 1 hour left, and then you're down on the ground. I'm like,
Yes.
And I had to bring the energy. So,
of course, that's why we start to get the pokies.
But
it's because you're up so late.
I actually, they may be, because the tribute band, they may call themselves the Pokies. So let's not rule it out. I didn't, it was a copy and paste. Okay. All right. So also, it's the first annual one, which should be great. Kid friendly, which is always awesome. So we encourage you to go out to our sister community, the Woodlands, something fun. We don't know the pricing on it. They weren't saying if it was free or not. So do, certainly go in knowing you may have to pay, because unless they publicize free, we always have to, wonder, you know what I'm saying? But
and I'm sure you can look it up somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Find the
for
information.
sure. Now, I couldn't find it, but you're right. Our listeners are a lot smarter than me, so they can do it. But then another great one's coming tonight. Zach Brown Band.
Yes.
Oh, and he crept up on me because he's one of my son's favorite artists, if
Really?
not the favorite of his.
Yeah.
Oh, Rick too. Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's gonna
My
be.
dad too. He'll actually be there tonight.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Hold
Yeah.
on. Who is he going with?
My mom.
Okay, honey. I know you're listening. Honey, I just gotta say, if something should happen and you don't feel like you could go, that I will step in for your spot. I'm being dead serious, and I'm trying to bring, some sweetness to it. But if something should occur, like I'm the consolation part.
Don't take her.
No, of course. And of course, if my son, I know he's listening, he's thinking, you? Yeah. Selfish
I was
mama.
going to say, tell him to take Jack.
Man, yeah, they are such a great. They perform live, just amazing. When I've seen them, we've seen them at the rodeo, we've seen them at the Cynthia Mitchell Woodlands Pavilion, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah,
and it's been. They are bar none the best. So I know that's going to be a great performance tonight. Doors open at 7, or they open up probably a little bit before
for the show. Yeah,
but the show starts at 7. I'm sure the band will start, probably around 9 or so. But man, what a great thing! Well, I can't wait to hear all about it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, so that's going to be great. And then, of course, we always like to show love to our local live music, right? Where else we got live music today?
The Corner Pub, Do-Si-Do Big Barn, Red Brick Tavern.
And that's just to name a few.
Yes.
If you look up entertainment, live music, what's going on in Conroe, Montgomery area, you are going to find so much happening. You're not going to be able to make the train, really, to be able to do it all. So Conroe downtown's a great location. We got both the Red Brick Tavern and the Corner Pub right here. So that was really a great, starter or, night in itself, because you could go right there within walking distance. It's such an amazing time, especially to be a part of the community. This city of Conroe is just amazing, both the talent and just the people. So we encourage you to always get out. But we've got to actually take a break because I want to come back. I've got our top 3 that's inspired by our guest today. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So
Conroe's homecoming is October 20th.
Oh, okay. October 20th. See, and October sounds like a better time frame than September. It crept up so quick.
Yes.
I don't know how they get it all together. Kudos to, again, all the people that help put on school events, because it's a hustle and then some, especially when I saw our girl Carla last night hustling at the will call booth. She had her business size on, so I couldn't even say hi because I could tell by the look on her face. I was like, not the time to try to be like, hello.
Right.
Yes. She was all business. So that being said, we're going to handle our business, take a break, and then when we come back, we've got the top 3. You're listening to Grit and Grace with Jennifer and Merideth, only on Lone Star Community Radio.